know, don't nothing holler harder than a dog that's hit. And there was a video that was being shown of this little Keshia, little Mega Sporting Keshia. And this little Mega Keshia, she was with this white guy who was also a mega Trump Johnson rider. So what happened was she got aboard his program. Understandable, you're a woman. So there's nothing wrong with supporting your husband. I ain't gonna never knock and tell a woman not to support her husband and ride with her husband. After all, that's what you're supposed to do when you're a woman. If you got a man that's providing for you and doing for you, you're supposed to ride with that man. Something that I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna take a pop shot at Exotico United. You know, I agree with her about 80% of her shit, but when she started talking about this no male, not to be male centered, and the way the way society is going backwards, and she talking all this shit about not wanting to be male centered. I agree with on a lot of her shit, but I'm gonna tell I can concur when she talking about not being male centered. I concur. But with the mega black chick, she was running around with this white dude. She got a baby by him. And basically throwing black people up under the bus for this white man. This like I said, this what normally a lot of these Negroes do. You know, this is what normally a lot of them do. And what she called herself doing is basically shitting on women, talking about my white man, basically saying, my white man do this, my white man do that, my white man blah, 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 blah. Well, she didn't see that white man getting tired of her ass and kicked her ass to the curb. Now she's running around like a chicken with her head cut off after shitting on the black community, shitting on even black men, shitting on black women that are in relationship with black men. Talking about my brand, my white man, my white daddy, my slave master doing this for me. Only for that white man to get tired of your ass. Say, bitch, shut up, I'm kicking your ass out and kicking that biracial baby with your ass out. Because I don't take any kind of motherfucking pride in having a biracial baby like you Keisha's do. So that's what he did. He kicked her ass out. And now she running around here with her head, motherfucker, with a chicken with her head cut off. I heard she even took down her channel because the shit is so embarrassing that how he did her. How he did her, man, was the coldest, like that book, The Coldest Winter Ever, by my sister Soldier. Kicked her ass straight to the curb. Then now she's saying he ain't paying no child support. He ain't dead. He gave, what, $13? He said about $13 he did is 13%. That's how much he cared for that biracial baby, his own offspring. And that's how a lot of times these white men, they don't care. White men don't care for their offspring like they up there, especially if you're a biracial child. If you're a biracial child, they don't care for you. They don't put value in you being biracial. They only put value in you if you're a white child. That's the only way they'll put value in you. But white folks, white males, crazy as it kept, they'll sit and talk about, shout out to Source Willie P. They'll sit up here and talk about the good, wholesome of Jesus Christ. And then be like Charlie Kirk did, and then turn around and say, I don't show no empathy. That shit don't even make sense. And you got a lot of these white folks like that, but I get it. I understand, I get it. You show no empathy for people non-white, for non-black people, for non-white people. I get it. You only show empathy for your own. Something that black people need, all those niggas that was following Charlie Kirk. Message! Y'all niggas should have touched the message. Candace Owens, Officer Brandon the Coon Tatum, all y'all so-called conservative niggas, all y'all ain't nothing but some flunkies. You ain't no different than the Democratic flunky ass niggas. Malcolm X told y'all in the Ballad of the Bullet, but y'all don't listen to our great leaders. A lot of them too after they're dead and gone. You had Charlie Kirk talking about he respected Martin Luther King. Yeah, they respected Martin Luther King up to a certain point until he started till they say he went to communist Cuba. They respected him a lot more until after he started talking to Brother Malcolm. Yeah. Cause like I said, Tom Sowell and all them niggas, these conservative niggas, as Malcolm X was out now, he'll be up here debating with them niggas, trying to kiss white people ass. Just like that mega hat one bitch that was sitting up there kissing white folks' ass and up there with that white dude, and he kicked her ass to the curb. Normally that's what happens to these nigga bed wenches and bed buck ass niggas. They have real white supremacists that tell them they don't like their ass. See, a real white supremacist, a true, and this once again, shout out to Charles with a P when he said that. A true white supremacist ain't rocking with y'all like that. They ain't rocking with y'all like that. They not. They don't even like y'all ass. Like Nick Fuentes and Richard Spencer or Jared Taylor, they ain't rocking with y'all motherfuckers like that. Charlie Kirk tolerated y'all because y'all were used for tools. Used for tools. But he didn't like y'all either. See, I found out something, you can't really debate people like them, because even though you show them insurmountable evidence where they're wrong at, dressed with truth and reality, showing them the truth, they can't handle. Like what homeboy said, Jack Nicholson said in A Few Good Men, you can't handle the truth. It's just like even Roly Poly Martin was destroying the fuck out of Richard Spencer ass. Destroying the fuck out of him, especially when they were talking about the ancient Egyptians. You got ancient Egyptian with motherfucker color, skin color that's my complexion, and facial features that look like mine and most Africans, whether they be from the Horn, Niloti, Bantu. You got most of them Africans, those statues, the older dynasties anyway, looking like black folks. Even for the face of Egypt, even for the cartouche, there's a black face that look like Obama. But let them tell you, the modern day Egyptians, they'll say they look like them. No, they didn't. No, they did not. Y'all are invaders. Y'all are, a lot of you Egyptians and shit that's over there now in Egypt, and modern day Egypt are not the true Egyptians. It's just like white people calling themselves Native Americans or indigenous, and you don't see no Native Americans, and then you go out and then you go somewhere and you see the indigenous Americans. That's the same thing in Egypt. You go out there out of Cairo, I've been there. You go out of Cairo and Alexandria, Memphis, all them major metropolises in Egypt, all them Egyptians looking like people down in sub-Saharan Africa. But you know what they call them to try to diminish their indigenousness? They say, oh, they're Nubians. Yeah, you're right, they are Nubians. Because actually the Nubians gave rise to Egypt to commit to out of toxicity. But like I'm going a little bit too far out of home base here. The whole thing is this chick she made herself look like a fool. And normally white men eventually make you look like a fool. Like Boo Boo the fool when you go out here caping for Brad and talking about how Brad doing. Brad got tired of taking care of your ass. And we already tell y'all black women, his buddies put a bug in his family. I don't see how you with this. I don't see how you slumming it with that black chick. Cause yes, that's what white men call it when they with black chicks. They literally call it slumming. Just like they call a white chick with a black dude a mud shark. But the funny thing is, she getting provided, that Becky getting provided for over there. Where y'all black chicks, them white men get tired of y'all running y'all mouth. They get tired of being seen on videos with y'all ass. That's why a lot of times them white men, when y'all have them on camera and shit, they be trying to hide. The ones that got what you call somewhat of a social status, they be trying to hide, duck, and weave like the Matrix and shit, dodge like Neo dodging bullets. Because they don't want to be seen with y'all. They don't. And the ones that are seen with y'all, they either old, too old and decrepit, and don't give a fuck. They on their deathbed, so they don't give a fuck. Or they some busted and dusted white dudes that don't got no money and they broke, and they don't got no social standing. That's mostly what y'all black women begin with. Black men, white men at the end of their rope, or motherfucker, old ass, guys who don't have no value in white society, and these white dudes know that, so they take all their anger out on you because they don't have no social standing in their own community. So that's why they get with you. Well, I digress.